Joseph Omondi works on an earthen stove at his workshop in Korogosho on the outskirts of Kenya's capital, Nairobi. He began working with metal 4 years ago to provide for himself and his young family. Every day, he produces pans, pots, and metal boxes. On average, his business makes $300 a month. Being a low-skilled worker meant that Omondi couldn't join the country's formal employment sector, so he turned to small-scale production. Omondi hopes that the Entrepreneurial Summit will help businesses like his access international markets, especially the US.
My prayer is, or rather I hope, when President Obama comes, he gives us advice on how small-scale businesses can access the American market, and then we'll have benefited from the summit. This is my hope.
A new report by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa says Kenya has the highest informal sector employment in Africa, in large part because the more formal economy can't absorb all the would-be workers. Close to 16 million Kenyans have no formal employment. The government has programs to help youth acquire much-needed capital, such as the Youth Enterprise Fund and the Uwezo Fund, which offers loans to young adults and women starting businesses at zero interest. Kwame Owino at the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, a research group that focuses on fiscal accountability, says entrepreneurial support could spark industrialization in Africa.
So it's obviously inevitable. Now, whether that will happen in each and every African country is entirely a different thing, because every country has its own peculiar policy problems that they need to fix. But yes, I think entrepreneurial innovation is required for most of the African continent.
In a few weeks, Kenya will host the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, the first to be held in sub-Saharan Africa, emphasizing the importance of entrepreneurship needed to spark industrialization on the continent. Lenny Ruvaga for VOA News, Nairobi, Kenya.